2019 Nissan Altima, blown 50 amp fuse, car will not start. The issue on this Nissan Altima is the starter. I think the starter is actually stuck, and so it's blowing the fuse whenever you try to start the car. This fuse right here is the 50 amp fuse. You can get this at Advance Auto. When I got there at first, they didn't have it, or I thought they didn't have it. A guy that I spoke to didn't actually know where it was. So I ordered a whole set of these, 40, 50, 60. I think it was about 22 online, Amazon, and that was $17.99. So how you fix this issue is, first thing, you can disconnect your battery. You can disconnect any one of these. This is a 10. Then you're gonna take this off, the airflow. When you're actually working with your sensors, it's best that you actually unscrew them instead of unplug them, because then you don't have any issues later. This, you're not gonna have any problem with this exact airflow meter, but you know, you can actually plug it out right here, or you can just take these off. Then you're gonna take this off, unscrew this. This is actually, you can use a flat screwdriver for this one. You're gonna take this one off right here, okay? And you're gonna take this off. You're gonna take this off, okay? Then right here, some little clips. You can take your little flat screwdriver and you can push it right inside here, flip these up. There's 2 of them. And you're gonna take them off. You're gonna take this off. You're gonna take this off, okay? And then you have 1 bolt right here to take this off. Once you take this off and this off, you can pull this up. This will come out, and right down there is your starter. You have 2 16-inch bolts for that starter. And let me show you what it looks like. I happen to have an extra one right here. So this is actually the old one that I actually took off, and as you can see, there's some corrosion around it. For 2019 Altimas and up, when you actually go to the auto parts place, you can't find these. So I actually, being that I already changed this one already, because I had an issue with it where one day I came out and it wouldn't start. It just clicked. So you know, anytime you hear a click, most of the time, it's your starter. This time it actually, I actually went to the store, and when I came back out, it just clicked. And then when I looked at the dashboard, there was nothing on the dashboard. And well, actually, can't say that. You have the security light and the door light, and that's all that lights up. And then when you put this one, when you change this 50 amp back, right? If you don't change that starter, it's gonna keep blowing that fuse right there. And these, I think they're anywhere from $5.99 to like $10.99 each, if you're actually buying them at the auto parts store. But I suggest that you actually buy the set from Amazon with the 22 inside of it, and you'll get 22 fuses, assortment of these exact fuses. I've actually never seen these before I actually got into this. So I'm not sure if it's just Nissan alone that actually have these, but usually you have you know, like 15, 20, 25, but you know, you have 40 here, 30 here, 50, 40, 40, 40, 40. So it's best that you buy a pack of those. Anyway, the starter is actually down there. There's only four. There's two bolts that hold it in, and it's one here, okay. And then the back side right here, you have this one right here and this one right here. You take this one off first, then take this one off, push them off. Then these are actually 16-inch, right? So number 16 that you use to take these off, and you only need you don't need to move anything apart from this. This actually pulls up. This actually, once you pull this out, this actually, you just pull it out. There's no other screws on there that's holding it. Pull it out, you know, exchange it, and then you'll get it done. What I actually did with this starter, with the other starter, was I actually brought it to a place that actually fixes starter, and they actually changed this. You can see like the teeth is good on this right here. See, it comes out, but the teeth is, you know, is all good. There's nothing, you know, there's no blemish on it. So, you know, all that needs to change is this. So if you actually can get this right here, which you probably could get it online, you can change it, but then you'll have to open this up in order to change it. But I suggest that you bring it to a place that fixes starters and alternators, and you should be good. Now, once you actually put this back together, and you know, you could check the car even before you, sorry, you can check the car before you put this back on, but the car will just start and it will just shut off if you don't have this hose actually connected. Once you connect that back, connect your batteries, and then you go inside, and there you go. Everything lights up. Actually, before you weren't getting, you know, this lit up, and if you did, when you actually went to start the car, it would blow the fuse again. If you notice, the radio is actually working also. The radio wasn't working, so I actually thought it was the ECU, but I figured that that click, if I changed the starter, being that I know what that click is, then I know, I mean, I figured I would take that chance first. So I changed that, and here we are. Car starts up. So of course you're gonna have that check engine light right there, but you can clear that check engine light. So here we go. It's actually running pretty good. It's not missing or anything. With this car, from 2019 and up, you can't find parts in the parts stores. So you either have to go online, you know, find another one, you know, used, and you know, order it maybe eBay or something like that, and they'll send it to you. Or if you could take it off, if you have the time, take it off, bring it to, you know, one of those alternator shops. You know, they say alternator and starters. Like I said, I got mine done for $80. The parts store, when I went to the parts store, I did find one, but it was actually, I'm actually in Orlando, Florida, and they found theirs in Washington. I think it's either Washington State or Washington DC, and they told me it was going to take 3 days for me to actually get it, and it was going to work out to be something like $400 for a starter. This car, you know, if you look right there, that's not a joke. It's 334,664 miles. So for all you guys who are talking, you know, who say that Nissans aren't good, this is actually a really good car. I've always had Nissans. I've actually changed the engine and transmission in this car, but there was nothing wrong with the transmission, and I actually blew the head gasket. You know, when you have these cars with these aluminum heads and you blow the head gasket, best bet, go buy an engine. So I bought an engine and transmission. I got it at a good price, and so I swapped it out, and then I just kept the transmission. So I swapped this one at around 224,000 miles, and now I have 234, so I have 110,000 miles on it. And that engine was almost a brand new engine that I actually put in this car. So as you can see, the car is actually running pretty good. Nissan on the whole is actually pretty good. Transmission wise, they actually have a little bung, a little screw underneath that you can actually change the transmission fluid. My suggestion is go to Walmart. Walmart has one that I think it's 4 quarts, and it's about $23-24. Drain it, from underneath, and then pour back the 4 quarts inside there. Don't worry about changing the filter. As long as you change the transmission fluid, you're good with this car. Anyway, like I said, this was intimately an issue with the starter being bad, and it was blowing a fuse. I think what it was that starter was stick on, and then it was stuck on, and then when I tried to start it, it was actually pushing too much power to that fuse, and hence it blew that fuse. Now the starter is done, and I start the car, and I have no more issues. And here is actually a little bag of fuses that I actually got from Amazon. You see a whole bunch of assorted fuses inside here. Nissan actually wanted, they didn't have it in stock, but they wanted something like $36 just for one of these fuses. And like I said, with this car, no parts at all. Anyway, good luck on your new ventures.